Welcome to week 5, everybody. I want to go over a few things. So we are starting week 5, and if we look at your haiku, you've had all 5 weeks. Remember that each week I have this checkoff sheet that tells you exactly what I expect you to do for the week. And some of you guys aren't doing this, and I'm kind of worried about the fact that you aren't going by this sheet. So this week we're in week 5, which covers 4 areas. But 2.04 and 2.05, all you have to do is read and do a discussion. There's no quiz for 2.04. There's just a discussion. 2.05 is conflict resolution, and you do not have to do anything, the vocab art. I just want you to be familiar with the notes and do the discussion for 2.05. Now, 2.06 and 2.07 is very important that you write the vocabulary for both these lessons because the vocabulary is very similar. Because we have warranties and different types of warranties. We have branding and all types of brand imaging, brand personality, and a company's brand. You have to do 2 essays this week, and it sounds like a lot, but really it's not. The first essay is called a product recall essay, where you're going to go online and type in recalled products. And you can use a web page like recall.gov. You can look at an article or whatever. All you have to do is choose a product, and you're going to talk about, like, let's say the Skip Hop Crib Mobiles. I don't know. You're going to create a Google Doc for your essay. And I made one. And what you're going to do is I just saw it. Product recall essay. That's an example. Topic that I chose, Toyota's faulty pedals. You need to put the link, like your citation of whatever you have on your essay. But it's not that hard. You're going to find the essay, talk about what the issue was, explain it, summarize it, and then you're going to answer the questions here. Short description, cost of the company. Depends on what the recall was and how much. Like Disney just recalled a nightlight. They sold about 3,000 and they were $15 a piece. So of course they're going to have a cost in doing this, but they've had 2 incidents reported, and one of them it was actually an electrical fire made by the nightlight. So whatever you want to, whatever kind of recall you want to find, that's fine. And then when we get to branding 2.07, you're going to see a lot: brand promise, brand champion, brand identity, brand personality, brand cues, brand name, brand symbol. When we look at this, I gave you 2 case studies to look at, and then there's an essay called Fallen Nike Star. And what this is, it's talking about if companies, this one being Nike, want to take the risk of using a celebrity to endorse their product, like Michael Vick or Tiger Woods, before their fall, what do you think happens? And you're going to prepare an essay that summarizes the article. Then, what would you have done? Do you think it's worth the risk to use high-dollar sports stars who, when they get in a lot of trouble, make you look bad? Or do you think it's okay to still use these stars? And when you read the article, that will make sense. So that's the biggest thing is this week is you have those 2 essays. But please, please, please remember to go by the sheet that I give you, the checkoff sheet for the assignments to be done. Now, I know I have 3 students who basically just started the class last week. So obviously I'm working on trying to get them caught up. But in week 2, you started where we're supposed to start a cereal project. And I want us to take a look at this. This is your first 6 weeks project. Every 6 weeks you'll have some kind of project. That project is a huge amount of your grade. You pretty much can't pass if you don't do that project. Now, if you look at this, we're looking at cereals. Who's the consumers? Mostly kids. I love cereal myself, but mostly kids. Who's the customer? The parent. So you're going to create a new cereal that appeals to both kids and the parent. Now, I want you to be creative. You're going to identify your target market being parents and kids. Which types of segments? Well, your demographics, because obviously young people and things of that nature. And then you're also looking at psychographics, lifestyle, families, parents. So you're going to sketch a rough design for all sides of your cereal package. It can be done with paper and pencil. It can be done using paint or another tool. I actually have an example here. So the example is about Cardinal Crunchies, and their logo is the cardinal. Their slogan is, "Do you want to be Cardinal strong?" They've got on the back, to reach their demographic market, a color sheet and a word search. You can just hand draw this on a piece of paper and turn it in. Like, take a picture of it and turn it in. Don't let this overwhelm you, okay? For the commercial part of it, if we look at the actual assignment, it's covering the 4 parts: your product, price, place, and promotion. So when you open the cereal worksheet, it's going to tell you to make a copy. You go ahead and you make you a copy of that, and you're going to fill that out in detail and cover your topics. The commercial, you can video a commercial. If that's not an option, then you can actually just type a commercial draft of the sketch during the commercial. You can use a PowerPoint and make a commercial using PowerPoint that goes through and shows each set or each picture. However you want to do it, okay? But the commercial, the props would be a kitchen, a child eating cereal. Your casting, who's going to be in it? Who's going to be talking to that child? A parent or whatever? And then you could just type out what they say. But this sheet here, you have to fill this out. You have to turn this in. Then you have to also turn in what your cereal box looks like, and your commercial, whether you've typed it on that sheet or whether you've made a video, whatever. You give it whatever you have to give. But this counts as a huge part of your 6 weeks grade. Now, I know I have a few students who were just added last week, and I welcome them. I know they're probably feeling a little bit overwhelmed. But our 6 weeks test will be the end of next week. So we need to really try and get caught up as much as possible. If you are struggling, please email me at rigsk@surrey.k12.nc.us. I will help you any way I can. I can't help you if I don't know you need it. The end of the grading period is March the 7th. So those of you, I know Dalton has been sick, so he basically just started last week. And I have 2 other students that were added last week. So I will try to help you if I can. But if you use these checkoff sheets, they tell you exactly what you need to do every week. You start on Monday, you end on Monday. If you complete it all by Wednesday, that's fine, as long as by Monday you've turned everything in. And today those serial projects were due, and I'm not seeing any, so I just wanted to reiterate how important they are and make sure you understood that. If you have any questions, some of you have the Remind app, which is great because we text back and forth. I need you to let me know. If you don't talk to me, I can't help you, okay? And make sure you go and look at your grades and make sure that you aren't missing anything, especially quizzes. Remember, you can retake quizzes up to like 8 times, I think. And I take the highest grade, so just make sure that you're taking and retaking those quizzes to bring the grades up. Alright, and please, again, let me know if you need any help. But week 5 is here, we're ready to roll, and next week, 6 weeks test. So I will talk to you then.